Paducah is our guest on part 2 of today's Local 6 Legal Line, answering your personal injury questions. There's a number right down there, 1-888-208-6946. And Amber has a question. She says, my insurance company is not offering enough to cover what I owe on my car. Is there anything I can do about that?
That is a very common question that we get quite often. Depends on your policy. You need to look at your policy. If you don't understand it, call an attorney, have them look it over. There are coverages that you can buy that would purchase debt owed on a vehicle. However, those are usually separate add-ons. They're things you have to ask for and pay separately for, typically. So check your policy and see if you do have that. If you don't, usually they will go by what your car is worth. So if you are underwater on your vehicle and you owe more than what it's worth, it's really, I think, advantageous to contact your insurance company and see how much that extra coverage is going to cost, because they're only going to pay you what your car was valued at the time of the accident. They're going to, you can look at Kelley Blue Book or the NADA value and go off of that. That's what's important too, when you do upgrades to your vehicle, to keep receipts and good records. If you buy aftermarket parts and that increases the value, you want to have proof of that. So make sure you're keeping those things over time as well, so that you can prove to your insurance company what your car was worth at the time of the accident.
Sounds like the best time to do that is before the accident. We have a question from Jordan, who says, can the insurance company choose the repair shop that I use to repair my car? Can they make that choice for him?
Well, they can't, force you to go to a certain repair shop. If you have a repair shop that you trust and you've been there before or whatever, you can definitely go there. So don't let them bully you into picking a certain repair shop. You can go wherever you want. A lot of times they will have lists of recommended places, and they hope you'll choose one for whatever reason. But no, you can go to the repair shop that you prefer.
I have a question from Philip, who wants to know, are there resources for people who are injured but cannot afford attorneys?
Well, that's a great question, and that's also a question we get a lot about, is how much is this going to cost me? In most personal injury cases, virtually all of them at our office, you're not going to pay anything up front that's taken out of any award that you would be awarded. And if you lose your case for some reason, or if your case just gets dismissed, whatever the situation may be, you're not going to owe your attorney anything in a lot of those cases. There are a handful of cases where an attorney might ask you to pay something up front. But at our office, we're not going to ask you to pay anything up front on your personal injury case. So don't let finances worry you about calling an attorney. And most consultations, even for a criminal case or any case that you're going to have to pay for up front, is going to be free anyways, just to talk to us, and we're happy to give out advice for free when we can. So give our office a call. Got
about 30 seconds left here, Terrace, and one last question from Chuck. He says, what is UIM coverage, and do I really need it?
UIM is underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage, and that's for when you get hit by someone who doesn't have enough coverage to pay your bills. And you definitely need that. I would talk to your insurance company about, possibly upping that coverage if you'd like to. And real quick before we go, we want to mention that we do have our scholarships still available, so high school seniors and college students need to check that out.
And they can do that online?
Do that online. It's on our Facebook page, and the deadline for that is the end of this month, so we're looking forward to watching all your videos that you submit.
Okay, sounds good. Make sure you do that. And we thank Tara Swanson, Kevin Shannon of the Bryan Law Center for their visits today on this edition of Local 6 Legal Line. Want to review either one of these segments? Give us a little bit of time. We'll post those under the Legal Line icon online at WPSDLocal6.com.